Right.
Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you lot here. Hi guys. I'm just having a play. It's a play Monday for me. Actually, I have a play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well. I'm having a little play. I've been busy this morning. I've been making loads of little birdhouses. Okay, I'm just having a bit of R&R, if you like. And at the moment, I'm helping Lisa because you know she's doing her little Christmas scene thing. I know it's a bad thing. Talk about Christmas, not even the end of August yet, but it's coming, guys, and you can't get away from it. But I'm helping her because it's fun, and I love doing little bits and little fun turning. I'm just helping her with some little Christmas houses, like these little houses, because she's going to do a big scene, like a Munchkin village, if you like, something like that. So, and I thought you might like to see. I'm just having a play. What I advise everyone, got to play. Use all your tools, all different tools. I'm going to use me traditionals. I'm using the skew chisel. I'm going to be using a bit of carbide. I'm going to do some with spindle gouge. I'm even going to do some with the old lethal, you know, these things. I made this up. I changed. I said I wanted to try. I was talking to Alan, and I said, you know, I like when I see them on YouTube. So a lot of them are Russians and that. It's awkward because you watch it, you can't understand a word they're both saying. But you can pick up things if you watch carefully. If you watch carefully, you can get pick up how to use these things. And when it come, Alan gave me this one, and it comes and it has a bolt going through it that holds the cutter on, and it really gets in the way. So I took it off, cut the end, and welded it into place. Okay, and this one I've set it over a bit. There's a reason. That's for different jobs and different things. Not that I'll use it for work. It's a play thing for me. But I really like this one. I come with two blades, so I use that one on a bit of square bar, put it in, ground it round, and yeah. So we'll talk about that when we use it, because there's a couple of little things that I've worked out, and well, what I've worked by watching people, you know, that are quite important when using these ones. They're not used like your normal chisels. And I've even made a couple of hook tools. Look at that. So I've always wanted to have a go with these. I don't own a ring tool. They're very much like a ring tool, but there is, again, by watching the people that use these in Russia, because they don't have all the other tools. So yeah, it fascinates me, and I love it. And I like to try anything. I love trying different things and different turnings and different tools. I love it. And I love making tools up and using them. So I've got a couple of those. I've got this one, goes into my my ultimate hollow. I've got a little head that I've made. It can go in the end. That's quite nice. But at the moment, I'm playing with the steel. These actually are made out of HSS steel. But I'm not getting as sharp at edges I'd like to get on them. So I might have to get some tall steel, and you know, some better steel, and then heat that and curve that. But like I say, it's an ongoing play thing I'm doing at the moment. But anyway, let's get back to this. Now there's nothing for you seasoned turners here, you experts that know all this stuff already. But I've got a lot of new turners on my channel, and they are interested in using all the tools, a mixture. They're not traditional, this, that. They want to use all of them. And like I say, practice all, be a master of all and a slave to none. Use all the tools and all the grinds, and then you'll come to be able to pick up anything. So I'm putting a face shield on because I'm turning. Okay, right, I'm going to use my little 12mm roughing gouge. Okay, this is a beautiful, it's a Robert Sorby one. I picked it up years ago, put it in my own handle, because it came with a very small thin handle. 12mm roughing gouge. It's absolutely brilliant for these little projects. I hook my finger under. Now when I'm doing these sort of little things, I tend to, you know, hold on to the tool rest and things like that. It's not something I do when I'm doing bowls. And all I do with this one is I just come it out, I just push it with my thumb. So I'm just going to rough this down. Now that's smooth. Now I'm just going to take a little bit off the end. Just gets me a start where I'm going to come in with my skew. Now I should come in with a skew, and I should just get a few cuts down here. I'm going to come in with a bottom point, I'm going to come in here on the edge so I can get a nice point on there. Now the reason is to come in with a point is because I can't get my bevel on there. If I can't get my bevel on there, then I've got to watch because I get a skip back, see? So I'm just going to clean that up. It's like here, see, I can't come in with the bevel because there's nothing for the bevel to go on, so I'll just take a cut from the corner. And then all I want to do is that and that, basically. Yeah, that and that. Right, okay, I'm going to just come in with my parting tool. Sorry about the noise. That's that. And then again, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to clear some of this away. Just a little bit. That just enables me to come in and get my skew on here, see? And again, I'm not actually holding the skew chisel at all. I'm just got my thumb as a pivot point. I'm just resting it, and I can come in there like that, see? And I can come in here, and you get a nice clean up cut like that. Okay, now I'm going to stop that. And I'm going to drill it. A little bit deeper. There we go. And then, I mean, that's all clean there. I ain't got to do no cleaning up on that. But I'm going to come in and just give it a very slight clean. And for that, I'm going to use a tool that I made up here. Okay, you might want to go out a bit. This is one that I've made up. So this is just a homemade tool. Now this is one of these, which is a drill bit extension. Okay, they hold really big, like Fosner bits and stuff, and it's tool steel. Well, I don't use them for drill bit extensions. I just bought them. They was only a couple of quid each, and I sharpen up the end, and they hold and they make nice little rounded skews. Okay, this was a smaller 10mm one, and I just made up a little wooden handle for this one, but they work brilliant as little skews. So again, cheap and cheerful, couple of quid, sharpen the end, done. Come in here, okay, pick it up, pick up the cut. And all I'm doing, very light cut there, just cleaning it up. Right now I'm going to be a bit, well, see, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to put some lines in it. Like so, lovely and smooth, okay, and that just finishes that. And then I'm going to just give a little chamfer on this bottom here, like so. There we go, and that'll be for my little house. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to part in a little bit. Come in and just rolling the chisel. I'm not parting it off yet. Use my little pen. Front side. And my little pen here. There we go. And now come in with my little skew. And this will give me a really nice finish on that bottom, like that. I can just nip that. That's flush on the bottom. Little pen. There we go, guys. Okay, little birdhouse with a little village home, munchkin home with a little bit of a what's it roof, okay, beaded roof. Right, so that's another one of them done. So what I'll do is I'm just going to quickly grab a 12mm carbide. And same thing, I'm going to put my finger underneath, I'm going to use my thumb. Tool rest is too high, hang on. Let me move that up. Right, there we go. No, tool rest is a bit low. It's important to get it right. There we go. Right, and again, I'm just using my thumb, look. Just using my thumb behind it. Pop that off. You know, and we're doing the same with the carbide, see? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the square, so I can make my little cut there, okay? Just going to bring that in. Again, I'll go back to my parting tool. A little bit noisy. And just a fraction more on that. That's it. And then again, I can use this. Oh, I'm going to take some of this away. Give myself a bit of room. And then again, I'll use this the same as I did the skew. Come in on the corner. Come up to there, I can come right round, and I'm going to have to change hands, I'm afraid. We've got to get the bevel in line. Come in there, like so. Come on, off you go. Alright. There we go, that's gone. Right, nice and smooth. What we're going to do, stop it for our little hole. Bit quite down because it's meant to represent a door. Okay, now it's got a little bit of a burr there, which from the drill, so it's gonna come in with my square, clean that up, little cut down that way, cleans that up. Whoops, got shit on the floor. Put that up there. Right, and then we're going to come in, and this one we're going to do a little try and get them all even. Nice and gentle. There we go. Like so. Oh, you're throwing all the tools on the floor. What's happening? What is occurring here? That's why I always put tools back when I finish with them. They have a home, put them back in their home. Right, I'm knocking all my tools on the floor. Not good, guys. Lands on the cutting edge, that don't do it any good at all. There we go. Look at that nice pattern standing out. Oh, hang on, I needed to go. Oh, I've got the green still. That's it, just underneath it. Still a bit of red. There we go. And again, always come back to my skew to part it off. So I can get in nicely. Like that, look. Pop. And then all I do is that. See, this is what I say, guys, all these tools work in harmony. Some do better jobs than others. You know, there's nothing better than that skew for taking that off like that. And that skew never gets used really for anything else. Let me take this mask off for a minute. I may turn a bit of small stuff here, so yeah, there you go, look, it's all nicely even on top again. Okay, gives a nice little pattern, like so. Yeah, there's nothing better than taking those sort of things off than the skew. But with this skew, opposed to my other skew, which I'll put back over there, with this one, let me turn that off. I'll put another bit of wood in a minute. With this one, I actually have this convexed on here, if you like. I roll it. When I sharpen it, I actually roll it so it comes over. That makes it really nice. I can slide that in, no fear of getting catches. I can slide it in on the bottom like this. I can come in here, get in and get that knob off, get a really nice clean cut. But if I was to try using this to go around and come and do a curve, that's really twitchy because I can't keep that bevel in contact. So that really twitchy and skatey. So I don't tend to use it for anything like that. And I wouldn't recommend you use it for anything like that. So yeah, I mean, you know, we'll play back, do it with a carbide, do it with let's put another piece in. Oh, that's a bit bent, that one, isn't it? That's a bit bendy, that one. So let's put this in. Yeah, I'm just having a play today, guys. And Lisa said, well, why don't you video some of it? And I was like, well, I can if you want. Yeah. I can if you want. Right, okay. So, this one, we'll have a go at this tool. And we'll see how differently you use it. Okay? And we'll talk about that when we use it. Right, I'm going to stick my face shield off a minute because I'm still roughing down. And like I said, anything can happen. You know, worst thing is you could get a skip back, hit the chuck, bit of metal flies off. Hits you in the face, not nice. You don't want it. So put one of these on. Not only that, I'm not breathing any sawdust in because even these little turnings, look, it's all this fine dust. You don't want that inside you. You really don't, guys. Right, I still rough down with me roughing. Okay. Okay, so we just basically come up and just glide your tool in, just come in with it, glide it in. Right, I'll just get a rough, I ain't gone right down, I'm just getting a rough shape with it. Right, and then, now what I find with this tool, you need your tool rest back a bit further. Totally contradicting what I normally say, and get hold of your tool rest. Again, against what I would normally say, and get hold of your tool. Okay, and then with this we come in, so we're holding on to our tool rest, and we come in, and we tend to come in and slice down. Okay. And look, you get a beautiful cut on it. Now when you come in at the top, be careful, get that bevel, pick it up, come in. If it wants to skip back, just hold on to it and stop it from doing it. Right, there we go, that's alright actually. So, right, we're going to come in here. We're going to come in there. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I've got to move my tool rest in. I'm going to come in with my parting tool, give me a bit of room. And I'm just going to come in here. Just for the amount I want that to be in. We'll take a little bit off of that. Right, again, I've got to bring my tool rest out. Okay, you need your tool rest away because you need to get your thumb around, your finger wrapped around the tool rest and get the chisel here on your thumb, and it's mainly using this. And what I'm going to do, just take a little bit of this away first. So it wants to skip back, so you've got to stop it from doing that. Come right round here, so we're going to get right up to that top, and then we're going to come in here and we're going to clean it up like so, and there we go. And then what we'll do is we'll just take a very tiny little, don't want to skip back, let's see, I'll just skip back there, take another cut, that's alright, take a really super fine cut like so, there we go. Right, we won't worry about showing from that bit at the moment. Well, we can, we'll do it this way. There we go, that's what I should have done in the first place. And we'll just come in and take that down a little bit. Right, there. Now, we're going to drill it. That's what I'm going to do, drill it, thinking about it. Look, you see that finish off of that tool, guys? Beautiful finish. Really does give a lovely finish. If you notice, these have got to be like this because there's no sanding. You can't be sanding little things like this. I mean, come on. Really? We don't want to sand those. Right, okay. Got a tiny little dink there, but that will get cleaned up with my tiny little one here. Tool for a job. This is the better tool for me to just come in here, pick up that small cut, and there. Little tool cost me £2 for a bit of steel. Right, now we're coming back here, and we're going to be very silly. Oh, that went off slightly. No matter, we come in and we'll match them up. There we go, we got them all. Right. So everything's good there. Yep, that all looks good. I'm happy with that. So yeah, just playtime, guys. Just a little bit of playtime. That's all. Beautiful tool for parting off, I must say. You get it right. Try and do it one-handed here. There we go. Look at that. Off. Don't cut my hand as I bring it round. There we go. It's saying the tips, but I tend to just get my little skew. Again, best thing for doing it. Take that off like that. And there we go. Look, tiny little birdhouse with a tool like that. Look, the tool's bigger than the... Look. But it just shows, guys, it teaches you how to learn your tool control. That's all it's for. Just help to learn you that little bit of tool control. I mean, I'll do bigger birdhouses. You've seen I've done big birdhouses, but it helps you, it gives you a little bit of tool control on there, doesn't it? So, right, I'm going to pop these back where they live, because I'm going to have a little show you just how my little hook tool is working out. It's still in trial periods, but there is, again, there's a certain way you use it. It's very hard to learn when you're watching these guys in Russia, because I say you can't, unless you can. I mean, it's nothing against her. I mean, you know, I can't speak Russian, so when you're trying to watch them in Russian, and it's like I can't understand the bloody word you're saying, mate. But I can watch, and I can see what he's doing, and I can work out from what he's saying, from what he's pointing at and what he's demonstrating. I can work out what he's actually saying, and that's what showed me with this tool, and it turns out when I actually watched that they hook their finger round and hold on to the tool rest, and then they use it in this sort of fashion, or they tend to go over like that, over the top, and hold the tool rest, keep the tool down. But I quite like that. I find that comfortable there, like that. The other thing is the bevel. I had quite a longish bevel at first. Absolute nightmare. Every time you come in, skip back, skip back, skip back. As soon as you come off it, it's a very short bevel on this. It's a thin taper, tapers down thin. But what you want to do, as you can see by the way, the amount of times I've ground it, you got to get a very short bevel on there. Literally 2mm to 2.5mm bevel. And that's it. That then allows you to come in like this and slice that down. Otherwise, As soon as you raise it off that bevel, skips back. It's skidding back every time. It's skidding back. But that's how I found to use it. And I sort of was working that out from what he was pointing at and saying and all that sort of stuff. Well, not what he was saying, because I couldn't understand by the word of it. But I don't speak Russian.
But you said there's a difference between seeing and watching, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a difference. You know, some people watch these, but you got to see it. You got to actually look and concentrate on what's actually going on. Now there was a quick thing I noticed. Joe, you put a question on Facebook about holding what best jaws to hold 2x2 square pieces of wood. Right, well, you can get these sort of jaws for holding it for drilling. These long ones are pretty good. I'm not sure the exact diameter they hold out to, whether it is 2 inches square or not. I think it does. Yes, I think they do. They will hold a 2-inch square. Okay, they're very good because you want to drill the centres of them. But if you've got your standard jaws, mate, you can quite happily. These are the standard jaws that come, and I did put a little answer on there. I don't know whether you see it or anything.
I think I did put like on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got a 2x2 bit, but if you're gonna do it and you want to put a piece on and you want it for drilling, obviously make sure you've got a square cut on the end is always best. But pop it in, and then if you mark your centre on there, bring your tailstock up, so that would be, say, my centre. Just check, yeah, that's running true. Then tighten it up. Okay, get it nice and tight like that. Then you can take that away, and that's going to stay all nice and secure and bang on centre. So then you can drill it. Okay, so that's how you can do it if you've got these small jaws. It's with these ones, it's pretty good, because if you put it in and you put the whole piece in, it will hold it square. Okay, but that's the way to do it on these. So you can hold it quite comfortably on those jaws like that and drill down in it. The free chuck here and everything, and it still don't come off. Right, so anyway, sorry guys, that was just a quick one for Joe. And Joe, your tools have all been posted, mate. They should be with you tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow before 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
They, as you know, they all go out special delivery. Or first class sign for if you buy a single chisel. There you go. Right, what was I going to do? Yes, I'm going to show the other tool. Right, a bit of work in progress here. Now, these work, well, I haven't got much wet wood, and I've been using a little bit of this. I don't want to use my eucalyptus and that, because I'm using that for my cowboy hats and stuff. So I've got this little bit, which I've been having a go with. That was done with my ring tool, see, my hook tool. Not ring tool, I don't have a ring tool, hook tool. So I'm going to pop it in. I can only show you a few cuts, but how I've worked out that what you've got to do, it's totally different. I love it. I absolutely love all this stuff. It's totally different to what you normally do. Now, I mean, a lot of people, you would think, I'm gonna use my small one here. So I made two. I made this one. Should be, like I said, getting the sharpness on it is a bit of a pain at the moment. I think I've used the wrong metal. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, you would actually sort of think you'd come in here like this, and you would use it here or there. It tends to be used on this side, and it's designed really is for wet wood end grain. Okay, wet end grain. I've tried it at side grain. It will do it a little bit screechy. It's not the best for it. And dry wood, it's not really that good for dry wood. It's better if it's wet wood and you're doing end grain. Then this is quite good for this. Yeah. So your natural thing would be to come around here, but it's not. That's not what you've got to do. That's not the thing to do at all. What you want to do, if you can, get a bigger tool rest for a start. No, that one weren't no good, was it? Sorry, I won't use that. I will use this one. I did try that and it weren't right because I couldn't lower it down. Right, okay. So tool rest over here, like this. Okay, and then what we do is we hold our tool here this way, and we come in here, and we tend to cut over there. All right, I'll put my face shield on, show you how it works. Let's say this is a bit of a thing in progress. I'm not too happy with the cutting edge on these at the moment. I can't get them as sharp as I want them to be. So, but that's just for me to play about with. Right, so we'll start up and we'll have a go. Right, so we come in and we tend to cut out that way. Now you go up and cut up here. You can use it both sides. You can turn it round and use the other side as well. That side's a little bit sharper. There you go, guys, look. And that's how we come out with it. And what we do is we hold it down onto this. We hold it down onto the tool rest, okay? Now, it's a bit better if you ain't got this centre tool post bit in the way. So I should really come up a bit further. It seems strange to put your tool rest here and turn down there, but that's how they work. Okay? So we come down there. And just have a play with it, guys. Just play. So you can turn it over, you can use it on both sides. Oh, a bit screechy there, I'm going in a bit deep. I'm going in a bit deep to the side, like I've got in. Right, never mind, we'll get that out. We'll just come up here and we'll cover the loose wood shavings. Turn it round, come round. There we go. Right. Little ridge there. A little ridge there. It's not even turning an actual bowl, am I? And I'm moaning about a little ridge. Right, let's get that. Because I've come a little bit straight on that side, so I'm losing it. There we go, I can pick it up there. Can get it down there. Right, anyway guys, that's how it works. So it's a little bit, look, you can see that finish on that. I've got a little bit of tear out there because, well, I have. I'm still practicing with it, but that's the finish, pretty good finish actually. Yeah, so I'm having a little play on these. Like I said, I'm not over happy with the sharpness of this metal. It's or it could be the way I've sharpened. I need to get in there. I've been using, I've got a diamond file here, see, and I've been using this one. This is the only one I've got that's rounded, so I can sort of get in there and give it a few strokes. And you tend to sharpen this edge out here as well, this on the flat there, like that. And then we come in here and we do the same here. And there you go. That's fairly sharp, so it's not too bad. But anyway, that's my tool. And then, as I said, I've made the bigger one. I don't know what the bigger one will go like. I don't know how sharp I've got that. This I haven't actually got the handle on it at the moment. I ain't got a handle, so what I'm going to do, who needs a handle? I'm just going to turn with the bar, okay? It's just a piece of bar, and we'll see how it goes. There we go, guys. Works quite well. The bigger one's not too bad actually. Oh, now look at that. Cleaned that torn grain. No torn grain there now. Look at that. Ooh. There we go. Now, as long as I can get a finish like that, I'm happy. Because that's wet wood as well. This is that black poplar. Oh, it's horrible bloody wood, I must say. Yeah, it's not very nice for turning. But yeah, black poplar. there you go, guys. That's not a bad finishing there when you think that's on end grain with a tool that's made of that HSS bit. That is the centre plate bit of a saw blade, circular saw blade, because they're high speed steel. So that's what I used for it. Welded it in, okay, cut a groove down the middle, welded it in there, and then heated it up with blowtorch, got it all nice and curved, and then sharpened it up. This one's a bit sharper actually, this one's come up better. So there you go. Not bad really. So, but I need some more. I haven't got the wet wood, not to waste on it. So, yeah, that was that. So there you go, guys. Homemade tools as well. Very good. I just love playing with things. But yeah, anyway. So if you want to have a go with one of those, the tool rest goes here, not across there. Hold on to it here. You just hold the tool onto your tool rest here. The tool rest is literally there just to rest the tool on, like it says, tool rest.
That's what it's
You
called,
know, don't anchor it or anything like that. Just put your hand over the top, hold the tool, and you're just working. So your tool's on there. So that's all. And you just, well, I've just marked it now. You just come round and like that. Okay. Don't work on this. So if you come on this side, you'll end up, you'll roll it over, because if you have it like that, it will catch. And if you roll it over, you're just going to scrape with it. So that's a waste of time. You might as well, and go that way. Now, as I say, I've never owned a ring tool. I've never had a need to. I've never tried one. I've never wanted to. But I was fascinated when I see these being used, and I thought, oh, I'd love to try that. It's something different I ain't tried. But I'm thinking of ring tool, because I know like Sorby and all that do a ring tool, don't they? And people say they can be quite grabby to use, because you ride the bit, and they use them coming in here. I'm wondering whether if you used it the same way and actually went that way with it, if you actually brought it down and went that way, because it's the same as this. It's got the same sort of curve, and you're just curving it out. So if I get hold of one, if anyone's got one they don't want, send it to me. I'll give it a try. See if it works that way. So there you go, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to carry on with my little birdhouses.
Yeah, I've got a village to make.
Yeah, we've got a village to make. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining me. Toodle pip.
Bye, guys.